What is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. In this video I'm going to share and I'm going to point out very important keys for you to also pursue your dreams and accomplish your goals, or to feel fulfilled. So in this video I'm going to share the very important keys when you're on that journey, accomplishing goals, pursuing dreams, or perhaps spiritual awakening or self-development, and you want to become the best version of yourself. Whatever you're working on, we are on the path. Even if you're not working on anything, you're on the path. What I'm going to share in this video is the very important keys, how I managed to stay happy and then stay motivated and feel good genuinely, even though there's a times that going down, and then there's times that going up. And along this journey in pursuing dreams and going after something, or having this intense spiritual awakening, you need to focus on these three important aspects. And some of you guys, Happy New Year. Welcome back to the video. So let's just dive in. Number one is focus on things that you can change, and don't focus on the things that you can't change. This is very important aspect, because we unconsciously, just mindlessly, without even asking questions, we are always focusing on things that we cannot change. And then we're so stressed, right? It makes us so frustrated, and then it just lower your vibration and nothing helps. It's not helping you in any level to achieve goals or to make you feel good and feel happy and feel fulfilled. It's just literally just pulling your legs, right? And you don't want to be the one to pull your own leg, right? Because we have all the people around us, environment. Perhaps, your parents are so negative. Perhaps your friends are, don't believe in you. Your friends just tease you all the time and XYZ. So we need to make sure that we are the best ally, right? But if you focus on the things that you can't change, the odds are so little. I mean, it's almost basically impossible, because you can't change. For example, you can't change your parents. You can't change the climate. You can't change the environmental aspect. But what you can change is internal. Your thoughts, your feelings, and your action. So whatever the situation or experience you encounter, all your focus is internal. And then I used to also focus on things that I can't change, like, oh fuck this, like I don't have money, and I don't have resources, I don't have knowledge, or I don't have this background, or like whole thing that I wish to have. But obviously I can't change my past. All I can change is okay, so how am I going to fill up this blank space in order to have what I want? Knowledges and experiences and skills and understanding, perspectives, whatever. So then everything comes down to my thoughts and the decisions, right? And then it can be physical actions, rather than taking a course or having a mentorship, or going to YouTube and write all the things down you need to learn and then implement. So that comes down to your internal decisions, because your decision, whatever your physical or mental, comes from here, right? Okay, I'm going to pick up my phone. That's a mental decision. And then your physical action comes after. But if you're so lazy to pick up your phone, then you're not going to take action. It's okay, the phone is heavy, light, it doesn't matter. What matters the most is that, phone is heavy, I can't pick it up, right? I hope that's not the case. But if that's the case, fuck, it's so heavy, I can't lift it up. How am I going to do it? You can focus on the fact that the phone is so heavy you can't lift it up, and then you can get frustrated, you can stress about it, like everything else, every situation. Or you can say, that means that I need to work out. That means that I need to go to the gym. That means I need to practice lifting my phone, because it's not good for me. It's not working well for me. It's not serving me. It's not helping me. So you see, every situation we encounter choices in terms of the perspective. But again, we are so unconscious. All the time we are unconscious, and we are too much focusing on the things that we don't have zero control over. And then when you're too focused on the things that you cannot change, that will backfire you and make you stressed and frustrated and lower vibration. And we don't want that. Always remember the coin has two different sides, and a face and tail. And it's not like face is good and tail is bad. It means which face of the coin you want to focus on. This is the face is the things that you can change, and the tail is the things that you can't change. Which side does it help me to feel better? This is a very, very important part. Okay, if you can let go and focus on the side that actually makes you think like, yeah, I think this is important. I think this is what I need to do, and let's do it. And that's the side you need to stay. And number 2, fail. Okay, and some of you guys are like, what the fuck? Sure, I don't want to fail. Nobody wants to fail. I do. And I believe there are a lot of people who want to fail. And those kind of people who just success so fast. And I've learned that. Because I didn't want to fail. I didn't want it to fail. I didn't want to make a mistake. I didn't want to embarrass myself. I wanted to be this cool SHOW NEMOTO, right? But it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So I think it was, I don't know, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I've learned that it's better to get used to the failing. It's better to be so good at failing and then be okay with it. And that's what I've learned. Everyone fail. Everyone. I think the word fail is such a word that has a negative meaning to everybody. But I don't see that way. You see, this is a perspective. You can't change the word itself, but you can change how you look at the word. The word language is magic. Language is magic. So you have to pay attention how you actually communicate with the language. The failure or failing, to me, is very, very necessary. Okay, so if it's necessary, then I have to have it, right? But back then, I couldn't see that way. So I was like avoiding failure. And then now I am where I am, very successful in terms of like the growth and transformation that I had from the beginning, right? Everything I have or everything I've done is literally like a build-up failures. And then on top of it, it's somehow the label changed from failure to success. It's so interesting. Or the basic is supporting the whole column or house or the building of my success or building of this transformation or confidence. What is supporting it is literally the failure. Because without a failure, you can't learn anything, right? If you do it at least and make a mistake or embarrass yourself, sure. It's a little bit difficult to deal with sometimes, but at least you learn from it. But if you don't do it, if you avoid these things, the possibility of failure, possibility of making mistake, possibility of regrets, then what happens is that you're just going this narrow path, which making sure you're not going to be successful, or you're not going to have the transformation, you're not going to have this spiritual awakening, you're not going to have the things that you want, okay? So you have to build a muscle internally. This is a mental muscle that I fail, and then that's completely fine for me. I'm like, I don't care. Imagine this, you becoming somebody, okay? This is part of the best version of yourself. And then you try challenge all the time, bam, 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 and you fail, you make mistakes, and then you're like, so what? I don't give a shit. This is so much better for you to take what yours, get what you deserve, and just feel so fulfilled, and so that you can share with others and loved ones. So get used to failing, and then be okay with it. And number 3 is longer vision. This is where the most people fail, and I totally understand, because I had this, expectation of, I think I should grow into where I like this. The goal that I'm looking at, it should be 6 months. I should hit this goal in 6 months. I should hit this goal in 1 year. I had that for a long time, but then I've learned that along the way that, you know what, if I can get this in 2 years instead of 6 months, I think I will be as happy as I hit this goal in 6 months. So I changed my mental strategy, the mindset that, okay, I'm going to hit this goal or whatever the goal that I have in 2 years. So now I have a longer period of time, and the things doesn't change. Like what I have to do doesn't change. Like I'm doing this, for example, making content or studying about this and that and editing or Instagram or YouTube and whatnot. It's just doing things doesn't change. Just because it's 2 years, you can just like lay back and I don't need to do anything because it's 2 years goal. It's not like that. You do exactly, you work as if you are hitting the goal in 6 months. So you have very short limited amount of time to hit the goal, right? Or to have this amazing transformation. So then you know what to do. Okay, I have to make content every single day, right? For my case as a content creator, it's my case too. This is also a social media marketing strategy. It's like I need to make content. It's very important for me. And I need to, for example, learn about coaching and doing this and a workshop and etc. So I know what to do because I packed that time in 6 months. But in my mind, I'm going to do this every single day and the exact same pace. But I'm going to hit this goal in 2 years. So you're working in a very fast pace, but then having a very laid back period of time to hit the goal. So what happens is you reduce the expectation, but you double the work and you double the accomplishment. What I've learned is that if you're in the game, because I've been in the game for like 3 years, right? It's going to be 4 years. And I believe that if I keep doing the exact same thing for 10 years, then I'm going to be much better. Then why would I stop? Because people are expecting to have the result that they want in 2 years, 3 years, instead of 10 years. So your dream goal should be your 5-10 year goal. And the goal, I call it process goals, the smaller goals that you can more feel aligned and you can feel like, yeah, I can do this, rather than looking at this like huge dream goal, right? Rather than looking at a huge goal, looking at a smaller version of it, scale it down to a smaller version of it, and then looking at a small goal like, yeah, I can hit this in 2 years or 3 years. Instead of like, yeah, I wanna hit this goal in 6 months, I wanna go this and go crazy, bam, and burn out, quit. It's not sustainable. So if you're working on something, or if you're on the path of this self-development journey, or you are becoming the best version of yourself, or perhaps you're pursuing dreams, either way, everyone is on the path, okay? And if you are the one who is always aiming higher, always wanting to get better, or you're on a path about to start the journey, then don't forget these 3 things, because you should write that down though. Like, you should really write that down, because these 3 things really helped me to have the healthy journey. And then because of that, I could learn from every single situations and every single experiences that I failed or made mistakes, because human beings make mistakes. Perhaps God doesn't. There's a saying called, even the dogs, if they walk, they bump into the walls and stuff like that. And then also monkeys, they sometimes fall from the trees. And we as humans, we make mistakes, and that's completely okay. But imagine if the monkeys are too afraid to make a mistake and to fall from the tree, and then they stop climbing the tree. Don't be that monkey, because if you do it, then you can do it. You can do anything. Okay, I am very proud of you for all the work you've done. Look back yourself. In hindsight, everything you've experienced, everything you've done taught you something very, very important. And then it gave you so much courage, and then shaping you into the best version of yourself, because you're in the process. Okay, so that everything happened. Perhaps if you look at the current version of you, you might feel like, no, I don't think that this is the best version of me. I can do better. Then look back. Okay, what you've done is creating you, but what you're going to do will create future version of yourself. So focus on what you can do every single day, and I can guarantee in 2 years or perhaps 3 years, then you're going to be amazing version of yourself. You're so good, you're inspiring. Okay, you got this. Alright, with that said, thank you so much for watching, and let's crash this 2024. Let's go! Alright, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Live your life like a movie.